Hey there TRW crew, it's Matt Vassallo here with the Rhinestoneworld.com. So this video tutorial is going to show you how to customize and make some of our TRW blank keychains. So we have our keychains on the website at the Rhinestoneworld.com. You can see we have 8 different colors here right now. We have small ones and then we have large ones. So you know what the keychains look like, and these are our cotton keychains, so they're good for pressing these stones on and also the heat transfer vinyl. So what I did here is I measured out, and you'll see if I draw a square right around here, I measured out that I know that the keychain's 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I measured it out there and I just put it at 4.25 and 1.25 just to get my box to get an idea of size wise. So you can see if I right click, you can see it there. So I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to right click and lock this object so it can't be moved around while I'm working on the design real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a quick custom one that says Mom, and we'll do all caps there. We'll turn that, let's say we'll turn it like a green, and I'm going to go to my fonts and I'm going to use, let's see, which font do we want? Oh, you know what? Let's use that Frico Mix. There we go. This is one we used the other day in one of our videos. So now I'm going to use my text spacing and shape tool. I'm going to bring that text a little bit closer together, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller as well. So we got our mom there. We're going to shrink this in a little bit. And the reason why I'm making it a little bit smaller is I'm actually going to end up throwing an outline around it. So I want it to be touching a little bit. So you'll see if I move this to a wireframe that it overlaps there, and you can see the cut lines. Those are your actual cut lines when you look at wireframes. So we don't want it to cut like that because it's going to overlap those. So obviously I'm going to show you how to fix that in CorelDRAW here. So you got your mom design here, and then we're going to go mom of. We'll make the of a little bit smaller. We don't need that to stand out as much. And number 23. And we're going to space that out a little bit more, make the 23 a little bit easier to see, and make it a little bit bigger. And that's looking pretty good there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all these, and just to make sure they're all straight along the bottom, I'm just going to hit the align objects. So that aligned them all to the bottom there, so they're all aligned perfectly. And we're going to line it up here. And now what we're going to do is, as you can see, it's still got those overlaps in it. Watch what happens when, and I'll put it up here just so you can see it and turn it to wireframe. We got those overlaps there. I'm going to go arrange, shaping, and weld, and watch those overlaps. See how they're all connected now? That's going to make it a ton easier to weed it, and then also to be able to do your different stuff as far as your when you're weeding your different heat transfer vinyls, to where you aren't having to weed in between them, and it's not going to cut part of that F off and part of the M and everything else. So let's go back to our enhanced view here, and let's pull it down here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our place and fill. We're going to go a 1 outline to the outside. We don't want to add stones, and let's just go 0.075 to see what that looks like. And I'm going to do an island fill, and that looks pretty good. I would say it's a little bit too much of an outline. Let's not quite go that much. So I'm just going to hit undo, and I'm going to go 0.5 island fill. I would say that looks a little bit better. Now what we want to do is we got our island fill, and the cool thing is that automatically welds for us, as you can see there. So in the TRW Stone Wizard, it does that for you. Now we're going to highlight that design, and remember, we only have 4 1/4 to work with, so I'm going to go to, I don't know, about 3.8 there. Bring it down a little bit, and that is looking pretty solid right there, I think. So we are pretty much done with this design. Mom of number 23, we got our 2 colors. So now what we can do if we want is we can right click this and unlock, and we can get rid of that behind it. We're going to highlight the entire design here. We're going to come over here to our templates. We're going to create a TRW Magic template, and there you go. There's our 2 templates we need to cut. So we're going to bring these down, line them up for whatever cutter you have. So if you have a GX24 or GCC, whatever you have, highlight all of this, and up here you'll see a mirror horizontally. So of course, when you're using the heat transfer vinyls, you want to mirror it. So we just mirrored those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to send this to our cutter real quick, cut it and weed it, and then we're just going to, I'll show you us pressing it onto the TRW style keychain and exactly what it's going to look like. So we're going to probably use a glitter here with maybe a white Easy Wee background so we can layer it on top of it easy. So maybe we'll do a white Easy Wee with like a fuchsia hot pink or something. So let's go ahead and get this cut, and then I'll show you how we press it onto the keychains. Okay, so let's go ahead and press our design here. So we actually changed our mind. We're going to use our crystal holographic and our fuchsia hot pink holographic that we do now have available on the website. And we do have about 10 to 15 different colors in our holographic, so make sure to check out the website on that. We are listing them on the website. We've had a few of them on the website for a little while. We're very popular, so we got a lot more colors for you. So June 26th here, we do have them listed on the website, and we're finishing to put them on the website today here. So what we did a 5-second pre-press here, and this is our large cotton keychain. And now with the holographic, it requires a little bit longer press off the start. So we just want a little bit of a tack there. We don't need it. We don't need our full tack or adhesion off this first one because we're going to press it again. So just be careful when pulling off the first one. You want to be about 320 degrees at a firm pressure for about 6 to 8 seconds for that initial press. Now when we're layering on top, we're going to go for our full 10 to 15 second press. So again, very easy to layer the way that we made our design in CorelDRAW with the TRW Stone Wizard. And now we're going to press this one for a full 15 seconds. So these are our cotton keychains, where the polypropylene keychains, they did have a little bit of an issue as far as almost melting a little bit because of the heat. That's why we did change over to the cotton keychains to go ahead and solve that problem. And as you can see here, we just obviously hang the metal off the side there, so you aren't pressing right onto the metal. And we're just going to go over that with a cloth real quick and pull it up. It's going to weed off here like butter. And you are done with this custom design. So literally from start to finish with a custom design like this, designing, cutting, everything, just for one of them you're probably maybe 10 minutes. But then if you're doing 30 of them at the same time, then you could probably do 30 of them in 30-45 minutes, just because you're going to be able to cut them all at the same time, weed them all at the same time, everything else. So these are our large cotton keychains we have on the website. If you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. Again, this is Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys all have a great day.